Testing 1, 2. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Yeah, we do have a microphone on you guys tonight too. So, because a lot of times, we live stream here and it looks like nobody's in the audience because you can't hear it unless you're on a mic. So you got to still scream and clap very loud if you can. But just want to remind everybody we are live streaming this tonight for you guys, and it's going to be a wonderful show. I'm not going to introduce you because your brother's here to do that. But I do want to remind everybody that's watching tonight online, Venmo and PayPal, please donate money. That help these guys. You know, they don't need the money, but they have people that they need to pay is what it is. So, yeah, they're looking for them all the time. So, but thank you, everybody, for coming in to support this tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Art Smith. And again, thank you all very much.
Wonderful. I haven't had applause like that for months. This is absolutely great. It's so nice to see so many of my friends here and so many people that I don't know. Kai and John, who are getting married on Saturday. And it's just so nice to meet new people. But anyway, you don't need to listen to me. But thanks, Mark and Julia, for putting this together. This all started out when they came out with their new CD. I'm losing it tonight. Sorry, Highway Islands. And I passed out a few dozen of them, but I gave one to Mark and he loved it. And then all of a sudden they were coming out for your wedding, and it was like, Mark, what do you think? Would you like to have them come over here? And he was like, oh. So that's why we're here. But anyway, my little brother, my mother always liked him best. It's the hat. We have to wear hats. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's it. Carrie makes those hats. She sat down in a couple hours and made me one. She's got the fastest hands in the world. Anyway, before I get too carried away, Carrie Miner, Ray Smith, my dear lovely brother, people I absolutely adore. Strangebyrds.
We've been driving all night, trying to make time by morning. And the highway signs only flash lights and warning. And the places where folks used to go, empty main streets, everything closed. Highway islands all the same. They take away the local money chain. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone. Like the small farms we saw abandoned out in Kansas, made us feel this empty feeling in our soul. And we wonder why the world's so cruel. They talk about the golden rule. Money does what it wants to do, and everyone follows in pursuit. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone, gone, gone. Box store, fast food, everything cheap and greasy. No more mom and pop, big boys are so greedy. We've been driving all night, trying to make town by morning. And the highway signs only flash lies and warnings. And the places where folks used to go, empty main streets, everything closed. Highway islands all the same. They take away the local money chain. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone, gone, gone. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone. Easy off, easy on, and the town is gone. Gone, 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 gone. Thanks. That's off our latest record.
Thank you so much.
That is our title cut from our latest record. Thanks so much for coming out. Y'all are like really just so wonderful.
Hey, he picked up the y'all.
I did.
That sounded really
I never
natural.
say that. Y'all. Y'all. Yeah, it's easier than you all, but you know, that's my Connecticut voice. I'd say you all, but yeah, y'all down here for sure.
When I started
Thanks.
talking to my niece Marissa on the phone, she's like, "How y'all doing?" I'm like, "Oh, we're all fine," you know. It's like a little. Anyway,
We're all doesn't work as well as y'all.
yeah, roll.
You could say wall,
Not like
but
y'all.
that wouldn't be good either.
Roll. Hey, maybe I'll start something new, right?
There you go, something new.
So, I wrote this
Oh,
song
I got some water.
during our worldwide shutdown. We were safe harboring my 90-something-year-old mother, Marion. We call her Mighty Marion because she's amazingly mighty. And I was in our local liquor store, and because she likes her secret is a glass of white wine every night and lots of carrots. She wanted me to tell you that. And so I was telling the owner that I was taking a break. You know, I do that during the holidays sometimes. And he said, well, it's a good thing not everybody does that in this town, or I'd be out of business. And then he told me about a young man that would come in every day. And then that night I woke up at 3 in the morning, and I got visited by Angeline, the woman that this song is named after. And this is the song, Angeline. Oh,
So she plays
and
harp
the other
with a
thing I
rack.
did was during the worldwide shutdown is I sort of learned how to play guitar and harmonica at the same time,
Yeah.
which is like tapping your head and rubbing your belly at the same time.
Oh wait, that's how it goes. Yeah, there we go. yeah. Wow. That's
I would have
great.
missed that. Thank you, Ray. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely to see you all. Thank
Yeah.
you. And especially Julia and Mark and Ken, our sound man. Thank you. Okay.
a six-pack and a bottle of gin, with a glint in his eye and a desperate grin. And it's the preachers and the folks living on the skids, passerbys and housewives and their little kids, highwaymen and cops and the lonely girls, all coming in to ease the weight of the world. Angeline, 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 Angeline. Me, I never touch a drop. That way I won't have to stop. And every night I sweep the floor, pull the shade and lock the door. I run the local liquor store. You've been in 100 times before. The one out on the highway with the neon light, sleepy little town on the edge of night. And it's the preachers and the folks living on the skids, passerbys and housewives with their little kids, highwaymen and cops and the lonely girls, all coming in to ease the weight of the world. Angeline, Angeline, Angeline,
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gary Minor there. Yes, indeed. So we met 24 years ago, and there was a local guy at the song school from out here, Bob Sinclair over here, who's a fine singer-songwriter. If you don't know him, he's awesome. And we met Bob when Carrie and I met. So we've been together 24 years. And
So we've known you 24 years, Bob.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love that. Well, we sure appreciate everybody coming out. Such a fun place. You know, if it was like the Cowbell Bar, I don't think anybody would come here. It can only be guitar. You know, yeah. It could be the harmonica bar. I don't know. It still scares some folks. The drum bar, no. But guitar, that definitely works. Guitar bar. And it's such an honor to play here.
So we live in a little town near Boulder, Colorado, and it's called Rollinsville. Our town's so small that if you're driving on the peak-to-peak highway and you happen to blink at that moment, you'll actually miss it. And Nederland is the other small town that's 7 miles north of us. And we kind of wrote this song about Ned, just all about all the great little towns all across the U.S. that are suddenly becoming very populated and very, very much the place to live. And Asheville included in that, I hear
Absolutely,
too.
Asheville, yeah.
So this is called Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave. And this is on our new record, too.
I have to
When I moved to this small town, was a little bit dirty, a little bit down. Everybody seemed to just be passing through. Used to be when the wind would blow, folks would run back down below, leaving us locals here in our Shangri-La. Yeah, but Shangri-La got sold, and the money's like a tidal wave, kinda like a southbound train. It's like a hurricane, you can't stop. And the money's like a waterfall, the winter's gonna take it all. And once it's gone, you can't go back. Can't go back. Oh, no. People used to move here for the trees, for the mountains, for the breezes. Wasn't all about the economy. Then the mountains got sold to a company, expanded the place, made it cheap. More people, more scars upon the land. John Denver saw the plan, and the money's like a tidal wave, kinda like a southbound train. It's like a hurricane, you can't stop. And the money's like a waterfall, the winter's gonna take it all. And once it's gone, you can't go back. Now I know I wasn't born here, so I can stake that claim. Still I made myself a home here, just the same. When I moved to this small town, was a little bit dirty, a little bit down. Everybody seemed to just be passing through. But now we're having traffic jams, parking problems, master plans, and the hippies have all but gone away. There's nothing left to say, and the money's like a tidal wave, kinda like a southbound train. It's like a hurricane, you can't stop. And the money's like a waterfall, the winter's gonna take it all. And once it's gone, you can't go back. Yeah, once it's gone, you can't go back. Yeah, once it's gone, you can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
so much. I see a couple of our dear friends way back in the corner back there. See, I know Aiden. I see you blinking back there. And Christine, both beautiful. Friction Farm, great duo. Beautiful music.
We didn't know we had so many friends in Asheville. But
We may have to build a tiny house
turns
down
out,
here.
you know. Right, right. Mountains are calling, and I must go. Of course, these are mountains too.
So it's funny because we always we wrote this set list, right? And so if you've noticed, I've taken on my guitar, off my guitar, on my bouzouki, off the bouzouki, on the guitar.
Keeps it thin.
So now I'm taking off my bouzouki to put on my guitar. Yes.
Yeah. Now, the new album came about mostly during COVID. We had started writing it before COVID came in, and we were going to release it in that, 2020, June 2020, and it just...
May 2020, yeah.
May 2020, and then it was like, well, why release an album now? You know, we can't really play it anywhere, and
the streaming from our house was horrible because, you know, it starts off good and then all of a sudden you're doing like this.
Their words are here,
coming out over there,
and the music's over there. You know,
yeah. So it was we weren't selling anything like that. So, but it gave us more time to work on this record and come up with some new thoughts and ideas. And the one we were gonna release in 2020, you know, I don't know what that. Well, it still would have been fun and good, but yeah, we have more time. So here we go.
I have a whole new to me guitar on tonight, thanks to my awesome brother-in-law, Art Smith. Thank you, Art. He'll be lucky if it's not in my suitcase on the way home. And a whole new capo, and it's good to shake things up, right? Yeah?
So my big brother taught me a few licks when I was a kid, because he's 9 years older than me, and he was like he's my guitar hero, you know. So he taught me. Right? And right? Yeah.
Keep going. Do it.
Well, I'm in the wrong key, wrong tuning,
okay.
so
Okay. All right.
next set, well, I'll play Wipeout, but so I owe it all to him.
So I wrote this. I always do this at the end of an album. When we're just about done, I write another song that we have to put on the album. I'm just really good that way, you know. And I was talking to a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine out in San Francisco, who was telling me about his grandfather who was 7 years old and shoveling his farm driveway in the middle of a blizzard and came back in and laid down on the couch and passed away. And how everyone in the family said that he would have been so happy to go that way and that he died with his boots on. And so I got that line, and then I was just thinking about how we were coming out of this time of not seeing our loved ones. I hadn't seen my 3 boys, and it was such a time, you know, and I wanted to write something that was kind of anthem-like, happy-like, I don't know, just kind of uplifting for the album, and this is called North Star. Hey, I'm gonna keep my head on straight, living in a crooked time. I'm gonna keep my vision clear, staring at an empty sky. It's not the end of the world, it's not the end of the road, not the end of the line, it's just the end of the show. Let's follow our North Star. It guides us wherever we are. On the highway in the wicked wind, it reminds us again and again. It's not the end of the world, it's not the end of the road, it's not the end of the line,
Thank you, Carrie Miner.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, I can't believe he did this to me.
Here she goes. She's getting good at this change, yeah.
Yeah.
So this next song, it's a song I wrote about living the day, which is what we're all doing right here. So I'm preaching to the choir, but I've been through cancer treatment, and when I was finishing my radiation, prostate cancer, they had a little gong there at the hospital where when you're done, you go and you ring the gong, and they go, "Congratulations," you know. So the whole 4 weeks, I was telling them I'd like to come and play part of one of my songs. It's a real positive message, and then ring the gong, you know. And I told them a few times, and so the last day, I come out of the radiation session, and the hall is filled with people from this hospital. They're all busy, too. You know, I don't know how they found the time, but the hall was lined with people, and we did a little video of the song, and we ended up putting it up online, and it was a really fun, positive way to end it. I was like, I'm not sure I can sing this on that day without crying, because they also took away my testosterone, so, you know. It's like it turns you into half a woman right there. So I was
What's so wrong about that?
I was emotional. I was fixing my hair all the time. It was just.
I have
it
to
was
say
crazy.
that he does more cleaning and he drives way more chill. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And this has been a very
So
recent journey. The radiation was just in December, and we just found out 2-3 weeks ago with a new oncologist that Ray gets to stop his treatment 1 year earlier than they thought. So, yes, sorry.
That's awesome. I was that was the only thing bumming me out. I want my testosterone back. Please give me back. But
He still plays a mean lead, though.
well, you know. So this is called Only One Today. And it came about because we were driving out of the driveway one morning, and we were talking about something, and I said, well, you know, there's always more tomorrows. There's only one today. So we got to do this, whatever we were going to do, you know, take the trash to the dump, something like that. And
We live in the mountains, you know.
so then she wrote that down, she wrote that down. Her, over there, her. And she reminded me later, and I wrote the song. So
Okay.
here we go.
Wee-hee.
That was enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You can only be lucky as the day is long, living your life, singing your song, kicking the tires and you're on your way. Always more tomorrows, only one today. I used to be angry, he used to go fast. Then I got old and it kicked my ass. It ain't for the light-hearted, they say. Always more tomorrows, only one today. Always more tomorrows, only one today. I'm still in a hurry at a different pace. I still like to feel the wind in my face. I act like a child most of the day. Always more tomorrows, only one today. Sometimes I think it's good to let go of the things that hold you down on the floor. Kicking the tires and you're on your way. Always more tomorrows, only one today. Always more tomorrows, only one today. Always more tomorrows, only one today. Only one. on. That's it. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
This is a banging first set, I gotta say. If you came for Kumbaya, you're not gonna get that one. I'm sorry.
This is a song I wrote. I read a lot. I used to work at Boulder Public Library for 21 years, and I'm a huge reader. I love to read. And so when I ran out of the songs about all my love stories and sad stories and things, I started deciding to write ballads from books that I read. I like to read a lot of historical fiction. It's one of my favorite things. And I wrote this after I read a book called I Shall Be Near to You. Is about a young woman who she and her young husband, newlywed husband, buy a farm, and then the Civil War hits and he goes off to fight. So after a few weeks, she decides to join him, and I went online. I read all these stories, true stories of women from both sides, South and North, who went and fought in the army dressed as men. There were over 1,200 women who fought in the Civil War. There were 6 women who gave birth in the middle of battlefields. There was one woman who was caught giving birth and then put in jail, and Abe Lincoln freed her, gave her 3 years back pay of her service, and let her keep her baby and not do jail time. The stories go on and on and on. And if you look at some of these women dressed as, captains of, like they made it up to high-ranking officers, it's amazing. It's pretty unbelievable. And back then they just checked your hair and they checked your teeth. That was the physical. So this is called Willie. To join the local infantry, marched out of town with a 5-penny drum, carried my heart into the morning sun. Men in town won't leave me alone, they keep coming around my home. Gotta make a plan, gotta leave this place, gonna find Willie and his sweet face. And I cried my hair and bound my chest, put on the Union blue and toss my dress. Oh, sometimes a girl's gotta do what a man can do. Sometimes the girl's gotta do what a man can do. 2 weeks out I found my boy. We held back our tears of joy, walked into the woods to be alone. Jessie, oh Jessie, please go back home. Well, I have come to fight with you. Please don't tell me what to do. I will stay here by your side, dressed as a man but still your bride. And I cried my hair and found my dress. I put on the Union blue and tossed my dress. Sometimes the girl's gotta do what a man can do. Sometimes the girl's gotta do what a man can do. Gray coats took us by surprise. I lost sight of Willie that night, didn't find him till the morning light. way, we've got a baby on the way. His last breath hit the morning chill. There and then I lost my will. I cut my hair and found my chest. I put on the union blue and tossed my dress. This world can be so cold and cruel. Sometimes the girl's gotta do what a man can do. And I cut my hair and found my chest. Put on the union blue and tossed my dress. This world can be so cold and cruel. Sometimes a girl's gotta do what a man can do. Sometimes a girl's gotta do what a man can do. Sometimes a girl's gotta do what a man can do.
Carry him on a Willie.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Man, this is fun. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Thanks, Ken. This place has like the best sound guy I think we've ever worked with. Ken is like, please, Ken is just, he's such a good guy.
I love Steve up at E-Town Hall in Boulder, too, and we get to play there in October. We're going to be doing a big show up in Boulder and raising money for prostate cancer research, and we're partnering with UC Health Foundation. It's going to be super awesome. So I think right now I love Ken, though, so.
I asked him if he was going to be there the whole time, because we've had sound guys that they get you checked and then they go off and have dinner. And he's like, dinner? I don't get served dinner here. He's like, what's wrong with this place? No.
No, he didn't say
You
that.
got guitar.
That's when Julia
he
said,
didn't say
oh, don't give him any ideas.
So, Ken, can I get a little more reverb in this baby? Hey, Ken, I get a little more reverb on my guitar? Thanks, man. So we're going to do another song we wrote during